Assalamu alaikum. 6 p.m. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Farzana Khan. First, the headlines. Special Assistant on Information says united stance of political parties on the bills pertaining to the tenure of services chiefs in the National Assembly indicates that the nation is united on national security. Government has given a package of 7 billion rupees to Utility Stores Corporation of Pakistan to ensure provision of items of daily use to people at reasonable rates. President says Pakistan attaches immense importance to its fraternal relations with Oman. In occupied Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred one more Kashmiri youth in Pulwama district today. U.S. Defense Secretary has denied the reports to pull out its troops from Iraq. In Iran, 35 people have been killed in a stampede at a funeral procession for Iranian military commander General Qasem Soleimani in Kerman. And now the news in detail. Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashikawan, says united stance of political parties on 3 bills pertaining to the tenure of services chiefs in the National Assembly indicates that the nation is united on all issues of national interest and national security. Talking to media outside Parliament House in Islamabad today, she said political parties have demonstrated sagacity by supporting the bills in the National Assembly for their passage. Paying tribute to all the political parties for backing the bills, the Special Assistant said PPP took decision in national interest by withdrawing proposals for the amendments in the bills. Emphasizing the importance of unity and reconciliation in political and legislative matters, Dr. Firdaus Ashikawan said political parties should move on with the same spirit in legislation for overall welfare of people. The National Assembly today passed 3 bills pertaining to the tenure and terms of condition of service of the Chiefs of Armed Forces. The bills are Pakistan Army Amendment Bill 2020, Pakistan Air Force Amendment Bill 2020, and Pakistan Navy Amendment Bill 2020. These were moved by Minister for Defence Parvez Khattak. According to the statement of objects and reasons of the 3 bills, the President, on the advice of the Prime Minister, can specify tenure, terms, and conditions of the service of the services chiefs and the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee. This includes the grant of extension and reappointments of the services chiefs. The bills state that the President shall, on the advice of the Prime Minister, appoint the services chiefs and the chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee for a tenure of 3 years. Meanwhile, the 3 bills passed by the National Assembly were introduced in the Senate. Minister for Parliamentary Affairs Azam Khan Swati tabled the bills in the House. The chairman referred the bills to the concerned Standing Committee of the House. The House will now meet at 3 p.m. tomorrow. The government has given a package of 7 billion rupees to the Utility Stores Corporation of Pakistan to ensure provision of items of daily use to the people at reasonable rates. This was announced by Special Assistant to Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashikawan, while giving a media briefing in Islamabad today. Chairman USC Zulkarnain Ali Khan and Managing Director Umar Lodhi were also present. She said it is a commitment of the PTI government to provide relief to downtrodden and poor segments of the society and the vision of Prime Minister Imran Khan. Firdaus Ashikawan said the step is to create a society on the pattern of State of Medina to reduce sufferings of the people who are facing financial hardships. Speaking on the occasion, Chairman Utility Stores Corporation Zulkarnain Ali Khan said flour, sugar, ghee, rice and pulses will be available to people at reduced rates under the new package. He said the corporation aims to enhance its network from existing 4,000 stores to 10,000. 2 civilians were martyred while 11 others, including 2 FC personnel, were injured in a bomb blast made on an FC vehicle near Different Hospital on Mikanji Road in Quetta City a short while ago. According to police, the bomb was planted in a motorcycle which was detonated through a remote control device. Our Quetta correspondent, Aftab Shirazi, has reported that the wounded people have been admitted to the civil hospital for treatment. Former Chief Election Commissioner of Pakistan, Justice retired Fakhruddin G. Ibrahim, passed away in Karachi today after prolonged illness. He was of 91 years of age. Fakhruddin G. Ibrahim served at different important posts throughout his career. He held the post of Attorney General of Pakistan, Chief Election Commissioner, Federal Minister for Law, and also Governor Sindh. Army Chief General Qamar Javed Bajwa has expressed grief over the sad demise of Justice retired Fakhruddin G. Ibrahim. In a tweet, Director General ISPR, Major General Asif Ghafoor, said that the Army Chief prayed Allah Almighty to bless the departed soul and give strength to the bereaved family. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. President Dr. Arif has said that Pakistan attaches immense importance to the fraternal relations with Oman. He was talking to the Minister for Endowment and Religious Affairs of Oman, Abdullah bin Muhammad bin Abdullah Aslami, who called on him in Islamabad today. The president said Pakistan's bilateral relations with Oman are deep-rooted in common culture, shared history, and heritage. He also underlined the need to upgrade bilateral cooperation across all areas of common interest, especially trade and investment. The president emphasized that peace in the region was pivotal for the progress and development of both the countries. He also stated that Pakistan could provide both unskilled and highly professional manpower in various fields, including medicine, engineering, information technology, accountancy, education, and technical workers. He stressed that relevant departments from both countries should focus on student exchange programs, joint research projects, split PhD programs, postdoctorate research, and joint seminars. Pakistan's High Commissioner to the United Kingdom, Mohammad Nafis Zakaria, has called upon the United Nations Security Council to fulfill its responsibility, granting the right to self-determination to the Kashmiris according to its resolutions. He was addressing a big gathering of British, Pakistani, and Kashmiri diaspora in London. Nafis Zakaria also urged UN Security Council of taking punitive action against India and its brutal occupation forces in occupied Kashmir for their atrocities and gross violation of human rights on defenseless people of occupied Kashmir. In occupied Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred one Kashmiri youth in Pulwama district today. The youth, identified as Zahid Hassan, was killed during a cordon and search operation jointly launched by Indian Army, Police, and Central Reserve Police Force in Ontipura area of the district. Zahid Hassan was a resident of Islamabad town. Meanwhile, Indian troops launched cordon and search operations in Samba, Katwa, Ranban, and Rajouri districts in the Jammu region and Srinagar, Gandarbal, Hajin, Islamabad, Shopian, Pulwama, and Kolgam areas of the Kashmir Valley. Besides, the people of the occupied territory continued to face miseries on the 156th consecutive day today due to military siege and lockdown, particularly in the Kashmir Valley and Muslim-majority areas of Jammu. All journalist organizations of occupied Jammu and Kashmir staged a sit-in protest at Press Club in Srinagar against the unabated internet suspension since August 5 last year. In Iran, 35 people have been killed while dozens of others injured in a stampede that erupted at a funeral procession of Iranian commander General Qasem Soleimani, who was killed in a U.S. airstrike on Friday. Iranian television says the stampede erupted in Kerman, the hometown of General Qasem Soleimani, where the procession was underway. The United States has denied the reports to pull its troops out of Iraq. According to Pentagon reporters in Washington, Defense Secretary Mark Pepper said there are no plans issued to prepare to leave. He said this following reports by media of an American military letter informing Iraqi officials about repositioning troops in preparation for leaving the country. And finally, the weather report. Rain with snowfall over mountains is expected at isolated places in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Upper Punjab, Islamabad, Gilgit-Baltistan, and Kashmir during the next 12 hours. Cold and dry weather is expected elsewhere in the country. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.